Hey everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com and baby Daniel here in the wrap. And today I want to share with you 10 handmade Christmas gift ideas. I just love to add a personal touch at Christmas time, gift giving, by making some handmade gifts. Certain people in your life, maybe grandmas, aunts, mother-in-laws, parents, have pretty much everything they want, or they could buy everything they want. And so getting something handmade is a way that you can get them something that they might find really special and keep forever. Now, one way that I'm able to give some handmade gifts is I have my own embroidery machine, so I can make some personalized gifts. But the ones that I'm going to share with you today don't require any special tools like that. These are all things that you can make really easily. Some of them are sewing projects, but you could definitely get by with just a basic $80 or less sewing machine and make some of these gifts. The first one on my list is making your own handmade soap. Now, I don't mean creating your own lye soap with all of the tools. I'm just talking about buying a simple melt and pour goat milk soap base and making some handmade soap that looks really pretty and that you've customized for somebody for Christmas. Now, the real beauty in making your own handmade soap is that you can package it really pretty, and so it feels like a really nice gift. Now, if you're gonna be making this for a lot of people on your list, you could afford to invest in a special soap mold or maybe even a soap stamp. I saw some on Etsy where you can customize and write Merry Christmas or Made with Love, or maybe put your own name. You can buy anything on a soap stamp. So if you have something special, like maybe the name of your farm, you want to put that on a soap, you can do that and buy a little stamp. I'll link in the description below the shop that I found on Etsy that I really like. But you can also make this without investing in any extra tools. I've even made soap before just using a little wooden box, like maybe an antique wooden box, line it with some parchment paper and pour it in there. All you need is something that will serve as a mold. Now, some of my favorite combinations to make for Christmas gift giving are oatmeal cinnamon. Now, for this, you can use 1 pound of goat milk soap base, 10 drops of cassia or cinnamon essential oil, or a half teaspoon of ground dried cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of quick oats. So you basically melt the soap base. You can either do that in the microwave or over a double boiler. Add in the add-ins. Now, if you're using something heavy like an oatmeal, you'll want to wait until the base has cooled just a touch so that all of the oatmeal won't sink to the bottom, or if you're using dried herbs or something like that, if you wait a little bit until it's a little bit cool, it won't sink right to the bottom. Pour them in some kind of a mold. Now, if you're gonna be making a lot of this, you can just buy a silicone mold on Amazon. I have one and I do find it useful. Then you'll wanna spritz it with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Now, this just keeps the bubbles from forming. I have done it without this step and it's totally fine too. It's just the proper way to do it. Once it cools, you can pop it out. Option number 2 is a lavender honey soap. So to 1 pound of a goat milk soap base, add 10 drops of lavender essential oil and 1 tablespoon of honey, and then 2 tablespoons of dried lavender. Option 3 is a coffee soap for all the coffee lovers in your life. So 1 pound of melt and pour goat milk soap base and 2 teaspoons of coffee grinds. This will give it a really pretty color, a nice smell. Maybe you could package it with some coffee as like a little gift basket idea. Maybe a coffee mug would be nice to go along with this. Wrap it with some brown paper wrapping and some twine or Christmas ribbon. Maybe add a little sprig of lavender to the top. You could even maybe make like a custom little tag on canva.com that you can print off. Or maybe if you have like a family stamp that has your last name on it, you could stamp that on some brown paper and wrap it around. Just make it look really pretty. All right, the next gift idea on my list is kind of in the same category. That is homemade bath bombs. Now, my sister Laura over at Our Oily House has her own tutorial on how to do this. I have not put a tutorial on this channel, but you can check hers out. It's a simple process. You can add custom colors, some essential oil scents, and it'd be really great to throw that together with the soap idea, and then also a few other things that are on this list would make a really nice gift basket. You can make them in large quantities and then get everybody knocked out on your list. I like to do this kind of stuff for people on my list who I just don't know what to get and who kind of already have everything. All right, the third thing on this list is my linen and ruffle throw blanket. This one is a popular one. I have had so many people tag me on Instagram that they've made this. The reason is it's simple, it's cozy, and it's really, really pretty. Now, some people have brought up the cost of buying linen for the throw blanket. Here's the thing, you can totally use a cheap linen blend. They have them at Walmart. They have them on fabric.com. They have them on Amazon. I'll link in the description below some of my favorites, but there are definitely ways to make this blanket on the cheap, especially if you want to make up a lot of them for a lot of people on your list, because some places offer discounts. Like fabric.com, I know, offers, if you buy like 5 or more yards, there's a discount per yard. So you can make this blanket really inexpensively, and it's kind of just an impressive gift that people really enjoy because you've made it for them. And I personally have had 2 of my linen blankets for years now, and they're still well loved. We use them all the time. I'll even use them in the car seat for Daniel, and they're cozy and they're pretty, and they really truly are for beginners. Basically all you do is a linen piece and a flannel, right sides together with some ruffles in between. I'm telling you, they're simple. You could use my simple sewing series to make them. The next one on the list is Beeswax Candles. Now you can do this several ways. One is to go antique shopping and find every little candle vessel you can find. You can use an old crock, a little teacup, you can use a little tin measuring cup, anything you can find. I have a tutorial on here for when I have done this, gone to the thrift shop and made some reclaimed vessel candles with beeswax. You can also just use some mason jars. You can also make hand dipped candles by using long pieces of wick and dipping them into a long container full of beeswax. That's another option as well. The 5th one is body butter. Now I have shared so many variations of this on here. It's a simple concept. You can add any essential oils to customize it, to make it a special scent. You could add a little ribbon and a label. I do have a label on my blog. I'll leave the link in the description below. I have a whole gift basket that's DIY with tutorials and labels. So if you want the work of the label making done for you, you can do that, or you can just make your own on canva.com and print it out, say it's something special on it, maybe a personalized note to whomever you're giving the gift. Number 6 is DIY Christmas ornaments. I have several tutorials on here. You could do some kind of picture frame ornament where you put in a special picture for whoever you're getting this for, then tie a little piece of twine on the back and hot glue it, and that would be a special ornament. You can make one like I did with an embroidery hoop, either some grain sack fabric or linen fabric or an old sweater. You could do linen and then do a little needlepoint, maybe of a reindeer. Something simple like a needlepoint snowflake would be really nice, or you could even, if you're a little bit more advanced, write someone's name on there. I even thought about going to an antique shop and finding something small, such as an antique skeleton key, and making a little ornament out of that by hot gluing some twine to the back. That would be cute on a tree and make a beautiful Christmas gift, maybe a small collection of handmade ornaments, or use them as a pretty gift topper. The next one on the list is a linen apron. I have tutorials and measurements for child version in many different sizes and an adult version. These again just require some simple straight stitching, nothing fancy, and they're perfect as a hostess gift or anyone in your life who likes to cook. A nice handmade apron all folded up with a pretty little bow will be appreciated. I love to make them with linen, but they're also great if you're going to use some quilters cotton or duck fabric. They are super simple to make and a useful gift. The next one is not necessarily handmade, but definitely thoughtful and made by you. And that is a photo calendar on Shutterfly or MPix or Snapfish. Any of those websites offer this. Every year we get one of these for my grandma. Actually, my sister Laura completely makes it herself, but she goes into each person's birthday and puts a little picture of that person. And then on the month page for that month, she will do a picture, if she can, get everyone that has a birthday in that month together. And that's just such a neat gift for our grandma because one, she's getting a little bit older and has a hard time remembering birthdays. Two, obviously she can see her family, which is something that grandmas love. And three, she already has everything and can just buy whatever she wants at this point. So getting something special like that is something that she can't really do for herself because she doesn't know how to operate the computer like that. But it is just a really special gift and she really loves getting it every year. So thanks to my sister Laura, if you're watching this, for taking the time to put that together. We all chip in on it, but she spends the time doing it. Also on those websites, obviously, you can do personalized coffee mugs. I thought about making one that has like a sketched version of our barn or our cottage and putting that on a mug. I know one year my sister-in-law gave my husband's grandma pictures of each one of her grandkids and their spouse on a mug, and she just thought that was great. So I think those kind of personalized photo gifts are especially great for grandparents or great-grandparents. The next one is homemade lip balm. I love making this. Whenever you make it, it makes a really high quantity. So it's a really perfect gift topper to give to everyone on your list because you can make a whole bunch at one time and give it out to everyone. It's also great because Christmas obviously falls in the wintertime and everybody's lips start to get kind of chapped. So it's a great remedy for that and very easy to make. The last one on my list for today is a simple pillow cover. There are so many ways you can make this. You can add a little ruffle on the outside. You could just make a simple basic pillow cover, which I have a tutorial for. It's so easy. It's something every homeowner on your list can enjoy. If it's Christmas time, you can make a red pillow they just get out at that time of the year. You can do a pillow cover from an old sweater like I showed for a nice cozy winter pillow. You could do my grain sack and ticking stripe pillow covers, which everyone seems to love. There's so many varieties and anyone on your list will love it. All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed these 10 handmade gift ideas. I'm gonna have a blog post that goes along with this so that you can see the links to all of these projects and some photos for inspiration. There will also be the links in the description box below so that you can see them there. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living in a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.